And now we are getting the round 4 Japan versus Belgium.
It's the rematch from the first game of Group A. And in fact, Belgium is the only nation so far that has taken any points from Japan. It was 1-1 in the opening of Group A. We've seen a different GU Games turn up though. We saw him at the Inter-Club event finals, we saw him at the World Finals with the 5 at the back. He started here at the FIFAe Game Cup with 4 at the back, conceded early, switched to the 5 at the back at half-time in this game, and has since gone on a roll. It's difficult to see him stray away from that 5 at the back as Lukaku almost steals in around the back. I think GU now has settled into this group stage, and I think ABDUTCH is going to have a bit of a trickier task here in the rematch.
Yeah, we see ABDUTCH really getting in a strong way any single game that he has played already in this competition. I think his chances goes over take the lead and then defend any single action that GU Games is putting into his play. It's a tough task for the Belgian player for sure, but he has proved before he can take the lead, as we saw in the first game, but now keep secure, defends any single time. Like, look, wonderful combination.
Oh, it's offside, I think. You see the reaction from GU. He knew it was such a precise movement, but it was flagged as offside, so still 0-0.
Now, it's impressive how with just 3 forwards, he can build up those actions. Really wonderful. No, it's not that easy. No, mainly the players try to accumulate as many players they can to make it easier, not to connect with those passes. But look, GU Games just with 3-4 players is able to make a wonderful play. Now the chance for the Belgian player.
Stunning cross into Lukaku.
That's it.
It is 1-0 to ABDUTCH. He opens the scoring as he did in the first round of matches against Japan. It is now GU Games trailing 1-0. Our current group leader concedes a header to Lukaku, 1-0.
Well, when the GU Games was slightly thinking about the previous chance, is the Belgian player ABDUTCH with the reaction. Wonderful cross of Romelu Lukaku. Really easy for the striker.
We saw it, didn't we, Alex? That purple power bar looks different to every other power bar you see. That's because it's a stunning input.
Yep.
Tell the people at home, if it's their first time seeing eFootball, what the purple power bar means. You can have it on shots and passes.
Exactly.
Add a little bit of zip.
Yeah, it's basically how to overpower your action. Now with the mistake from...
That's a big mistake there. Japan try and get a little chance there.
That was close.
A big mistake at the back from ABDUTCH. We can't see many of those, but stunning input, such an important part of the game. I'll come back to you, Alex, as Lukaku now with the strength to hold off Tomiyasu.
Yeah, we see there Tomiyasu, one of the best defenders so far in this game against Lukaku, which is so good, but you know, that speed, that acceleration is not that high as normally. Lukaku with the ball throwing back, Meunier with a wonderful tackle. Is in? No. Finally, he's able to clear the chance, the Japanese. Oh, when there's no time for analyze. Sorry, Harry. This is not hectic pace into the game from both sides. This is now the Japanese going forward. How about the pitch?
Out for Kubo, out to Sugawara, but there's a little too much power. You're right, Alex. It's so back and forth here between ABDUTCH and GU Games.
I think, yes, coming back
we
to
get
that,
a chance to breathe. The purple power bars, Alex.
So it's one of the most important action, skill to put into the game, but it requires more time as usually. You know, the animation, it takes longer than any single action. No, those purple lines, it means the standing pass, sure, it means it will be overpower, it will be more accurate, but it takes more time. So you need to regain or to clear those slots, those spaces, to have enough time to not to be deflected by your opponent. But especially if Lukaku had the chance to make those stunning shots, that will be so difficult to stop.
So Alex, we're seeing now some tweaks being made from Belgium. We're seeing the 2 contrasting play styles that you mentioned earlier, quick counter and long ball counter. Big Tielemans is on the pitch. I believe we've seen a goal as well in the other game, Peru. 1-0 over England. But quick counter, long ball counter, they're the 2 more popular ones here on mobile. The difference you said earlier is just that your backline gets up a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so Belgium is leading once again, as we saw in round 1. So now he needs to be more safer back in the defense. So the formations could be nice, but look at the chance. No! It's not. Wonderful play.
Not for the first time today. The talisman from Japan. Kubo up top. tucks it home for Gu Games, and as it was in the first round of fixtures, Belgium took the lead, and before half-time, Japan find the equaliser. Kubo with his, I think that's his 6th goal today. Unbelievable so far here in the group stages.
Now, yeah, every single opponent is having a hard time defending those quick passes made by a good game. That this time, right after this change of formation tactics by ABDUTCH, which seems not really working to help him a little bit more to block and not to concede those action. Wonderful play by Good Games. 1-1, same story as on round 1.
You'll see it here again, Alex, just some of the changes briefly there from ABDUTCH. He wants to bring Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch, understandably, but the differences in formations as well. We say Gu uses 5 at the back. I believe it's 5-2-3 he utilises, and that's somewhat unorthodox because it may lend itself to be a bit more defensive, but you see the way he's able to break with ease with the likes of Kubo up top. He really makes it work. As we see our 2 players there just absolutely locked in. The referee's assistant shows the number 3, so this likely will be the last chance here of the first half. Japan 1, Belgium 1,
nice
and
one.
look at this quick passing. You saw Kubo just cue up the skill move, the double touch. That will be a dangerous one. And
no time.
There was a counter on for Belgium, excuse me, but as you say, referee says that's enough, lads. Into the tunnel for half-time. Japan 1, Belgium 1. We're into the second half now. Honours even as things stand, 1 apiece, but there's a chance here maybe for Japan to go into the lead for the first time in this fixture. Of course, was 1-1 in the first game between these two, and as things stand, we're looking like a carbon copy.
Yeah, looking forward to see from Japanese Good Games to perform those double touch tricks, as he have 6-7 players able as with that skill move, but we haven't seen so far those movements, just simple fake shot or just a combination of passes. Morita with Minamino, the heel pass. Looking the superiority on top. Now the mistakes. No, really even game right now. No nerves on point. Harry, who scores, wins mostly.
Most likely. Speaking of scores in the other game, sorry to you England fans, it is Peru 2, England 0. I will celebrate a Joe goal at some point today, I promise you that.
We will.
And when it happens, it's going to be glorious. But for now, we'll keep our eyes trained on Japan, Belgium. About 20 or so in-game minutes, plus a little bit of change for us to see if there is going to be a decider, which way it will go.
I don't know. It seems having a hard time now to overcome ABDUTCH Good Games, especially because he not have wingers now with those CMF. It takes longer to join the attack as he keeps trying to go by the sides, but it seems easy for the moment for Gu to stop any single action by the Belgian player. And we're now into substitution, just to remind how important it is on eFootball, this refreshment, those substitutions, because the stamina are clinical in this game, this competition, because, you know, as we see the green bars are really almost empty. So those refreshment players, it seems to be the very best. And just to remind, in eFootball, if a center back has no stamina, doesn't perform as usually. So also putting new substitution defenders, DMF, unless 1-2 per line will be really, really important, Harry.
Most certainly will, Alex. We're just coming to the end of the first half in Peru, England. And again, sorry to England fans, it is Peru 3, England 0. The referee about to blow his whistle for half-time in that one. But something that these players will not know, of course, is that Peru breathing down the necks of both of them at the top here of Group A. We'll keep you informed in terms of exactly the permutations of what's happening elsewhere. Of course, we have Tony on the floor. It's great to have him. We put him to work. We keep him busy.
Yeah.
But for now, 15 or so in-game minutes to try and find a winner here for either Belgium or Japan to really take Group A a scruff of the neck. Yeah,
no, and a game between Japan and Belgium means one of the most complete squad into eFootball stats balance mode. So we're having the very best players fetching each other with really nice weapons that are their teams in this competition. Now looking for that lovely pass
as well. Looks like this will be a corner, will it, to Japan? Has it been kept in? I think it has actually. Really nice work by ABDUTCH, especially when you consider full time is rapidly approaching. Nagatomo, and it's back with the Japanese goalkeeper. So You have to keep an eye on that clock. It ticks down so quickly on eFootball Mobile. Endo into the feet of Nakamura now. Is there a winner here?
Oh,
For Ray San, aka Goo Games of
the heel
Japan.
pass,
He's top of the group
pass.
so far. Kawamura is there. Ueda was waiting.
Deflected.
90th minute, about to tick over now. So will there be a defining moment here? If there is, it will come Japan's way. It's gone backwards and the referee has blown his whistle. It is exactly how it ended in the first round-robin match between Japan and Belgium. It's Belgium scoring first, it's a Japanese equaliser, and it's honours even. Japan 1, Belgium 1.